What's up, guys? Welcome to a brand new video where I'm gonna show you guys how to make the best build in the game, starting from the point guard position to the center position. My player personally is this player right here, this bad boy. uh he's a power forward. You already know what it is. Power forward is the main thing in the game this year. If you make a power forward, you get a lot more badges. Like, you can make the same build as a point guard, but you're not gonna get the same badges. But if you make a power forward, you're definitely gonna get a way better player, and that's basically the game breaking player this year. So without further ado, I'm gonna show you guys how to make the players from point guard to centers. While personally I don't like the point guard this year, but there's still some really good point guard, and like, if you're a point guard type of player, you can definitely make a great player. So the first player we're gonna make, like I said, is gonna be a point guard, and left-handed every time because I'm left-handed. You know what it is. So numbers that don't really matter. You can pick whatever number you want. So for the position, uh, you will want to go with 6'4" and probably 181 to 182. From there, it's basically whatever you want. It doesn't have to be 181 or 180. So when you look at it, at 180, your ball handle is already -2. So basically, the only thing you can do, like, to either bring it up, is just you're gonna have to fix the wingspan. So me, I personally like it at 182 just cause I get less physical minus. But if you don't want your speed with ball to drop, you can just leave him at 181. So for the wingspan, we're gonna have it at 6'11", I believe. 6'11" is the best one. Body type don't matter. You can leave him anyhow you want, barely, whatever you like, basically. So but some people also love to have their player weight at 175. See, at 175, the only thing that goes down a lot is your ball handle. But I wouldn't go all the way down to 175. I would definitely leave him at like 181 or 180. You know what I mean? Just to try to get your stuff up a little bit, so you don't lose a lot of handles and whatnot. So for the build part, whenever you're making this build, always start with your driving dunk first, and then you bring up your layup. Driving dunk and then layup, always the same thing. But for the layup part, if you do this, you already had 5 badges and you already wasted a lot of points. So what you want to do is, when you first update your player, whatever the layup is, you just leave it at that. So for example, it's at 74 right now. You just leave it at 74. So the best way to do it to get more points is you just pull up your driving dunk, and then that's gonna bring you up to 4 right here. Like, you already had 4, but you see how beforehand it was at 48, now it's at 45. And then here, always your 3-point first, and then mid-range, and then free throw this year don't really matter. So if you're like a rec type of player like me, you can bring it up a little bit more to like 73, 70. You're still gonna hit your free throws, but for the purpose of this build, just bring it up to a 68. You make sure you got that 20 shooting badge, because this year, no matter how good your player is, if you don't have shooting badges, your shots are gonna be contested every time. So for the playmaking also, speed with ball always first, ball handle all the way, and then passing. It kind of depends on you, basically. If you're a passer like me, somebody who like to pass the ball, get his teammates involved, then you want to make sure you go with about like 85 to 86, so you can have a 23 passing. But if you want to have better attributes elsewhere, you can just leave this at like 80, and you're still gonna be pretty good. But you can also drop it all the way to 77 and still be good. But it's up to you. If you want the 20 badge, you just drop it at 89, 79, I mean, and then you're pretty much solid there. So for the defense part, that's the tricky one. Some people choose to go with perimeter defense or steal, because you can't really have both of them. Look, if you just add both of these, You literally can't add anything else. That's it. Right now, you have a player. It's a good player for sure, but does he have any speed? No. Any acceleration? No. And physical is very important this year. So you got to make sure you have that physical. So you can either pick one or two, but you can't have both of these. So me personally, I like to go with perimeter defense because I like to play defense, and you can still get steals. If you stand right in the center where the guy is about to pass the ball, you can still steal it easily. So right now you have you can get up to I believe 13 defending badges. But if you don't want all of those badges, you can just leave it and add everything to physical. So right there, you have 93 speed, 93 acceleration, strength. You don't need to touch that. It don't matter if you're playing guard. You're always gonna get dunked on, and like even the power forwards, the centers, everybody get dunked on this year. So it doesn't really matter. In stamina again, it doesn't matter. No matter how much stamina you have, it always drop fast. So you don't really have to worry about that. But if you want, you can still add a little bit to that, and then if you don't want, like I said before, you can go back to like defending, add it up to defending, or like you see, I can't touch playmaking because that's full. While I can touch free throw, but it doesn't add up to anything to it. So what I do instead, I would drop the offensive rebound a little bit and drop those to like a 70, and then try to add some more to this, and then boom, you have a 35. If you don't want to add here, you can come here and add this, and you boost your vertical to a 86, and that gives you a lot more better dunks. And now for the takeovers, so one of the badges a lot of people use is the limitless range. uh, I don't think it's worth it using the uh, spot of precision badge, simply because if you're gonna do a spot of shot where you want to be able to shoot from anywhere, you don't just want to be able to make shots when you're right on the line, because you're not always gonna get that chance to shoot when you're on the line. So everybody always pick up a spot of precision. I think that's a mistake personally. But like the best badge to go with is the limitless range. And for the second badge, now if you're somebody who loves dunking, you can pick advanced gathers. That's a really good badge. Or easy blow bys. You can easily beat the defenders, and they'll just stand by. They won't even be able to touch you. So you just like basically move past them. But for me personally, like I said, I like to play defense, and the fact that you don't have for example steals, and that a lot of people shoot threes, I would personally pick perimeter badge as a point guard, so I can have better defense, like you can see here. And then I'm gonna show you a little gameplay of basically the build. It is a two-way scoring machine, like I told you. This is a really good build. Damian Lillard, Jamoran, all of these are really good players. So here's a little short clip of this build. So for the badges, all you really need as a point guard is posterize. That's all you need on Hall of Fame. Once you have that, and hot shot, you gotta have that. Deep three, definitely. Hands on Hunter, that's a must. And some people love blinders. Some people like catch and shoot. These, it kind of depends on you. Rhythm shooter again, that's another really good badge if you know how to shoot after dribbling. So all of this is just kind of like what you want, how you feeling it, the type of player you are. That's how you kind of this year you have the freedom to make whatever player you want. The way you play, you can make the player exactly that way. It may not be the best options because everybody's really good this year, but that's the best way to make the players. And defending, always those badges are crucial for you to get takeover fast. Hot stopper, rim protector, clamps, all of these are really good badges. rebound chaser, you'll want to get boards and stuff like that if you play defense, like I said. So all of these are things that are really important. So that's basically it for the first build, the point guard build, which a lot of people make that exact same build as a power forward because they get a lot more badges. But the point guard one is a lot faster, so a lot of people also make that one. And instead of perimeter defense, a lot of people choose to go with steal just because as a point guard you don't really have to be in the paint as long as you're on the perimeter, and a lot of people don't have really good ball handle. You can easily steal the ball if your steal is really high this year, so a lot of people choose that instead. But like I said, you have to build the player how you like him to be. So that's it for the point guard. And I haven't seen anybody really make a shooting guard this year because it's not it. You'll see people make small forward, two-way threat, all around two-way. Those are builds that are good, but only for people that are not really shooters. If you're not gonna take a lot of shots, or you're not gonna be the main player shooting in your team, then you can make those builds because they're really good defensively, passing the ball and stuff like that. You can use those players for that. But there's another version of the point guard build that I think is really good. So it's the 6'7" one. A lot of people who don't want to make the power forward, that's the one they make. They make the 6'7", 180 point guard with the 6'10" wingspan. So for this one, you're gonna have 8 finishing, 16 shooting, 20 playmaking, and 17 defending. So what you're gonna do is max out your driving dunk always, and then your layup at a 70, and then your standing dunk all the way up, and then your post control just to give you that eight finishing badge. And then three-pointers always max out, mid-range max out again, and then free throw about 57. Yeah, that should be good. 57. You see, even if you add more to it, like you want to put it to a 60, it's not like it give you more badges, so 57 should do. And then speed with ball once again every time. Ball handle all the way up, and then your pass accuracy, bring that bad boy to a 93. So you can bring it down to a 92. You see, the passing one is really crucial. You dropped it down one, and the badges goes down one also. So if you just want that 20 badge, if you want, you can keep it at 21, but it's up to you. Just that one you take off of it though can be a lot for a different category, so keep that in mind. So for this one, we're gonna start with the defending rebound. The defending rebound is gonna be all the way to 89. Your offensive rebound gonna remain at 64. You're gonna bring your block up to 82, and you're gonna live still alone. Perimeter defense again. So like I said, all of these are just options I'm giving you. If you want, you can take off perimeter defense and put on still. It's just, it won't be the same, but if it's what you want, you're gonna have all of these badges. Let me show you all of these badges on Hall of Fame. Look, so that is just for finishing. All of these are badges you can have on Hall of Fame. uh these are shootings, defending. It's like all of these badges at the bottom you're gonna have. So it's really up to you. So if you put steals, you basically get pickpocket on Hall of Fame, and then you get interceptor on Hall of Fame. But if you put those, you don't get hot stopper on Hall of Fame, which is a really great badge. So if you put perimeter defense, here's the badges you're gonna get: ankle braces, box out, chest down, clamps, clutch defender. All of these hot stopper. The only badge you don't get is interceptor and pickpocket. So it basically kind of however you want him to be, because you making a player that you're gonna feel comfortable with, you're gonna be able to play with and have people enjoy. So that's kind of up to you at this point. But if it were for me, I would go with perimeter defense. And then you're gonna max out your speed, max out your acceleration, leave strength alone. You don't need that. Vertical, if you want, you can leave it there, but if you want, you can bring it up to a 70 for better dunks, and then you can bring your stamina up to a 90, and then the rest you can try to get some other attribute with it. But if you want to, you can have your stamina at a 95. So that's also up to you. All of these are just options I'm giving you. If you want more shooting, for example, look, it's not gonna give you much if you add it to shooting, but if you go to layups, it's not gonna give you much either. So you just leave that as it is. If you want playmaking, it's just gonna give you just one more badges. But if you want, you can come to defending. Still though, it's not gonna give you much. But if you do this there, you bring your offensive rebound all the way up, then you end up with about 19 defending badges. I think that's a lot. Like for a point guard, you have 19, 20, 16, 8. Like you can do a lot of things with those badges. And then boom. So for this build, I would definitely go with limitless range for sure, and then either ankle breaker or one of the playmaking badges, which is really good. Like me, I would definitely go with team badge boost, so it can help all my teammates. But it's up to you. If you're a team player, if you just care about yourself, hey, you pick your badges. But here we go. Two-way threat as a point guard. This build is crazy. You can do anything you want with this build. Look at the name. Look at Doncic, Spencer Dinwiddie. These guys are, especially Doncic. He's going crazy in the league, so you can do whatever you want with this build. And for the badges for this build, let me show you real quick. If it were me, what kind of badges I would put to him. But we all like our own badges. So it's really up to you. Me, I love to drive in the paint. I love to dunk and all that kind of things. So for finishing, the only thing you really need is a heat seeker, posterizer. If you don't want to put a heat seeker, you can put a lob CD or slithery finisher. All of these are just badges you want to put. So since you only have 16 for shooting, definitely deep three, hard shot, hard zone, and a lot of people are using catch and shoot now. But if you don't want your shots to be contested, you can put blinders on. Or if you want to be able to shoot right after you do like two dribble moves, you put rhythm shooter on. All of these are badges you can put if you want. Like if you're one of those players like a Clay Thompson, you can just put set shooter and you'll get a lot of green shots. All of these are amazing badges. You can equip any of them and you'll be good. And for playmaking, depends on how good of a playmaker you are. If you put bullet passer on Hall of Fame, I'm gonna show you this combination real quick. Bullet passer, handles 4 days. Uh, all of these don't really matter as long as you have special delivery or bullet passer on. and then your teammates have basically hot shot on Hall of Fame, um, and they have hot seeker on Hall of Fame, and you give them one flashy pass. That's it. That's all you need. One flashy pass to your teammate that has posterizer or hot shot on Hall of Fame, and you basically have a team takeover. That's all you need. But your team got to make the shot though. Your teammate got to hit the shot. If they don't hit the shot, then it's for nothing. But they got to hit the shot. If they're hitting the shot, boom, easily. Just like if it's a center that has it and he make a great stop, give you the pass, and you finish, team takeover, easy. We're not really gonna get into gameplays, but we're gonna get right back to the power forward builds. I'm not really gonna make a small forward because it's really the same thing as the power forward. Basically, it's just the height that's different, but it's basically the same thing. So first and foremost, we're gonna start with the most popular build in the game. Is the 6'7", 210, 6'11" wingspan. Numbers, bodies, these don't matter. That's the build you're gonna see the most in the game. Everyone basically has one of those builds. They may not be playing with them, but everyone has one of those. That's one of the most popular build out there. It's the offensive threat and the scoring machine. So for this build, we're gonna go with 60 something, 66 free throws, and the pass accuracy. This we're gonna basically max most of this out. Uh, I personally leave mine at 25 because I wanted more playmaking badge. You can leave yours at 24 if you want. So, but like what matters is the available badges. When you doing this, you gotta look at the available badges where it shows you. You see, when I drop mine to an 82 bullet passer, I cannot put that on Hall of Fame anymore. But if I drop it to an 83, bring it up, then I get bullet passer on Hall of Fame. And if I put 25 badges, look, at the 84, I get diamond on gold. At the 83, same thing. But if I put it at 25, then I get diamond on Hall of Fame. So that's the reason why I put mine at 25, because I wanted more Hall of Fame badges. And so for this one, perimeter defense max out, blocks max out, offensive rebound max out, defensive rebound max out once again. And you're gonna end up with 17 defending badge. Look, same thing. Here you go. $87. This basically however you want your build to look. If you want more physical, you can drop this to a 82 and you get a lot more physical. Look, to 82, you bring your stamina all the way up. It really just whatever you want it to be. And here you're gonna end up with the offensive to it. This build, you can pick whatever badges you want, limitless range. A lot of people go with easy blow by. That's a deadly combination right there. And that's one of the build I'm currently playing with. It's a really great build. So even though it's not KD or LeBron type of build, but that's a really great build. So I'm gonna just show you a short gameplay of this build real quick. For the badges again, posterizer, you already know this matters a lot. Hit seeker and slither finisher. So these are the badges. And shooting, I went with Hads on Hunter, hot shot, deep three, catch and shoot, blinders, and definitely gotta get green shooter in there somewhere for sure. Then playmaking, special delivery, Hall of Fame, handles for days, quick first step, one of the first badges you gotta get, the most important badge in the game right now, and bailout is really crucial. So if you're gonna take a shot and pass out of it, you're gonna need bailout for this. And for defending, since you only have 17 badges, rim protector, me personally, I like hot stopper because it helped me get my takeover fast. And those are badges you can add on. And you're gonna have 2 badges left. You can either choose chase down, clamps. If you don't want a lot of rebounding on, you can put clamps on Hall of Fame, and you have rebound and rim protector each other on gold. uh, it's really up to you, up to the position you're playing. And I always like to try it with Stephen Curry because it's one of the quickest jump shot in the game. So I'm about to show you a little short gameplay of this build. Just a little ISOing. Don't mind the dribbling. I'm gonna show you guys a little defending from this build. I just want them to score because that don't really matter right now. Alright, let's get this going. Just quick, easy dunk. Look at the takeover. Just 1 bucket, 2 bucket, and these are not even my primary attribute. So if I was shooting threes, if I made 2 threes, 3 threes, I would have already have takeover. Green light. That's that Steph Curry jumper right there. But you guys got the point. So it's basically like one of the most deadly build for ISOing in the game. But now I'm about to show you my favorite build. The build that I'm going to grind with, do everything with. You're gonna see my favorite build in a second. It's also a power forward, 16, but instead of 210, it's gonna be 245, and max wingspan. This, like I said, body shape don't matter, number don't matter. So for this build, we're gonna start driving dunk again on those max out, standing dunk all the way. So we're gonna have 14 finishing badges this time. Our whip winners is gonna get a hate, just like the mid range, because our wingspan, the bigger your wingspan, the worse your whip winners are. But at the 84 threes, we can still knock down shots easily. We're gonna bring the free throw up to a 72. Spit with ball handle. We're gonna drop that at a 79. Some people bring it all the way down to a 77, but me personally, I like to keep it at a 79 because I just don't like when my player don't have a lot of playmaking badges. Look, but you can keep it at a 78 because it doesn't make a difference. If you look at the available badges, it doesn't affect anything. The only time it affects something is when you drop it to a 77. You just lose 1 more badges. That's it. So for this build, we're gonna have perimeter defense, interior defense. So that's where this build is really crucial. These are things you really need in the game. Interior defense, perimeter defense. Well, a lot of people don't use interior defense. With the new updates, interior defense has become really important. So if you're making a new player, you gotta have interior defense. So the only issue with this build is you're not gonna have a lot of steal. You're not gonna be able to steal the ball as you would like, and your defensive rebound is not gonna be as high as usual. You don't really need defensive rebound with this build, because look, you already have 93 block, 95 interior, 91 interior, 95 perimeter, so you can easily stop players. Easy stop. So with 15 badges, you can do a lot of things inside, so you don't have to worry about that. You see, you got 81 speed, 78 acceleration. These things you don't have to worry about those things. If you want, you can bring your stamina up to like 52 or whatever, but a lot of people don't even use stamina. Like I said, it don't matter. It don't matter. No matter how much stamina you have, your player's still gonna be tired. So if I were you, instead of the stamina, I would just do this and bring my vertical up to a 92, and then boom, you basically done. 14, 20, 29, 15, and then for takeover, limitless range, and then interior badge drop. These would be my favorite badges. And just like that, you've making a playmaking 2-level 2-way. Not a lot of people have this build. It's a really good build. I'm gonna test it out to show you, just because I think this player is one of the best player in the game. But not a lot of people are gonna play with it. Not a lot of people gonna have it. So if you're smart, you have one of those builds, you're gonna be deadly in the park, in the rec, poem, whatever you play. You can easily get buckets. You can help your team. So you should be really good with this player. So the badges are basically the same thing. You're not gonna get deep threes on Hall of Fame with this build, but you can definitely get everything else. So you should still be able to shoot pretty well. Catch and shoot, you're not gonna get in Hall of Fame. Those don't really matter except for the deep three, where you need it at times to shoot from deep. But since you can do everything with this player, people are not really gonna close you down or either leave you wide open. So whatever they do, you still can do whatever you want. You can either go in, take the shot, whichever one you think is best, you do. So it's all about your decision making with this player. You can do everything. So for this build, you can even bring break down a break wall, because a lot of players don't have that right now. And if you play with a point guard that loves to do screens and stuff, that's the perfect build for you right there. Rim protector, clamps, intimidator, and then boom. Like I said, this is one of the best build in the game. Me, if I personally had the option to choose between this build and the offensive threat, I would pick this build anytime. Just easy blow by. That's that clamp. Look, the only issue with this build is the rebound, as you can see right there. That's just a bad shot for me. Look. Yes, sir. Easy. Just two made shot. Yes, sir. Like I said, I just want them to score so we can have the ball, because this is not about defending, really. Yes, sir. Easy. Like, it's really easy to finish in this game. It's really easy to get open. Like, these are computers, they're not really gonna back down or jump or anything. But if you're playing against players in the park and they wreck, it's an easy bucket every time. Look at that green light, and just like that, just like that. Look how many shots I took. Had I made all four of them, I would have had team takeover by now. Like, just like that, I got double takeover. But honestly, if I was taking threes, I wouldn't need all this. I would just need like 2, 3 shots, and then I'd have double takeover already. Look, green light, logo shots, green light. You don't really need that on Hall of Fame. Like I said, you don't need the threes on the Hall of Fame. Easy. Like, you saw the gameplays previously for the other builds. Um, Look at this. Easy. Easy threes every time. So that's an easy bucket this build. Like, I strongly suggest anybody to make this if you want. So for the center position, we have some options, but I really don't like centers this year, so I don't make center build, because I don't want to build who's just good to get rebound and stuff like that. But I found a way to make a center build that can basically do everything. While you may not have all the badges you would have wished you had, but that boy can do everything. Like, he's not gonna be your typical 7 foot centers. Uh, for this one, we're gonna drop down to 6'9". Um, so just so he can have that more driving dunk, speed, and all that kind of things. So it's gonna be the 6'9" center, 219 wingspan. It's not gonna be 250. It's not gonna be too heavy. He's gonna be able to run, and he's gonna have a 7'7" wingspan. But the thing with this build is, if you make him 7'7" wingspan, he only gonna have a 78 speed, 75 acceleration. But the good side of it is you have a lot of finishing badges, a lot of playmaking, defending. You have 13 shooting. It's really up to you. So, and there's another version of the same build. If you want, you can make at 220 7-2. But me personally, I think the one where you get 13 shooting badge instead of 23 is better if you already know how to shoot, just because you end up with more stamina, more vertical, and acceleration and stuff like that. But if speed don't matter to you, then definitely you can definitely pick the one where you have 23 24, 23 25. It's really up to you. But I'm gonna show you how to make both of them, and whichever one you want to stick around with, that's up to you. So the 6'9", 219, 7'7" wingspan. It's gonna have a lot of finishing. So as you can see, all of this maxed out. All of this maxed out. So you're gonna end up with 23 finishing badges. 23 finishing badges, a lot, and you can do anything with that. Anything you want with those badges. So look, 23. So we're not gonna max out the post control. We're just gonna leave it to let's just bring it down a little bit, and then we're gonna do close shot just so that it doesn't take as much of our points. And just like that, we are 23, just like that. So you leave this at 45, and then close shot 23. You see when you see the difference. If I put close shot more, it bring up my overall, but if I put more post control, it bring down my overall. So I definitely go with post control instead of close shot, because you don't really need to shoot hook shot and stuff like that. You're 6'9", yes, you're gonna be taller than most players, because a lot of people now make the 6'7" players, so you already have the height advantage and everything. You don't really need close shot, and you're gonna max out your 3-pointers, mid range, and free throws. You're gonna bring that to bring that boy up to a 68, 67. That should work. And then speed with ball. Um, these are all things you want. This is just however you want the player to be, and this basically max out. So for this one, the only difference is if you're gonna max those out, you cannot have interior defense. So you're gonna max out your speed, acceleration gonna be up as well. Stamina is gonna be up. Vertical is gonna remain at a 70, and for strength, I don't really think you need strength. Let's see, if you drop your strength, nothing happens. So it doesn't drop your overall, it doesn't take away your badges, nothing happen if you drop strength. So you just drop it, and then boom, you have a 93 stamina, 70 vertical easily. So that's one of the build. Definitely gonna go with easy blow by, and then just a shooting badge, just because you don't want to improve your shooting. But me personally, I would go with easy blow by, and definitely one of those finish defending badges, like so, just so you can easily get a rebound. Just like that you have built a post playmaker. This is a player with vision. You can pass, you can shoot, you can do everything with this player, everything. So I'm gonna show you the other version of this build, and so that you can just pick whichever one you want. So in the other version of this build, you're gonna have 25 shooting, I mean finishing, and then 23 shooting. So you're gonna max out your close shot. Your driving layup gonna be at a 70, and then you're gonna also max out your standing dunk. This is one of the build for mainly people that plays the people that like to play um, as a post scorer, basically. One of those Abdul Jabbar build. So if you're one of those people, that's your build right there. So you're gonna max out shooting. So but for your height, it's gonna be 6'9", 220. The wingspan though, that's the main difference here. The wingspan cannot be 7'7", it gotta be 7'2". You've had to bring it down to 7'2", so your twist can be better. Like, here you go. Driving layup at a 70. Close shot max out. And then standing dunk. Boom. This maxed up. Maxed up. Since you can have 23. Boom. 82 free throws. Easy. Max those out. Boom. 23, 24. So you're gonna have a 91 passing. Since you just want to be really good at passing the ball handle, you're not gonna be like the guy dribbling for the team or anything like that. So that's gonna be at 57. And so you're gonna have this at the 72. Oops, my bad. 82, just like that. 25, 23, 24. And then for defending, definitely gonna max out your rebounding, your blocking is gonna be maxed out. Still, you're gonna have that up to a 78, so you're gonna be able to steal the ball easily. And then you're gonna bring your perimeter defense up to a 41. So that's the major difference with this build. It's all about the perimeter defense and interior defense. You can easily get bored, you can block, you can get steals, but you don't have no perimeter defense. People can shoot in your face. Inside, people can dunk on you. You will get some blocks, but people will dunk on you easily. And the only thing you're gonna get with this play is just some speed. You're not gonna get anything else for that matter. Look, 78 speed, 49 acceleration. If you bring the speed down to a 75, for example, look, you only get a 51 acceleration, so it's not really worth it. But you can bring your vertical to a 70. This is just another one of the other centers that I see a lot of people use. You can use limitless 3 for this build, and then you can use one of those playmaking badges, since you're gonna be a big man operating as a point guard basically for the team, because you're gonna do like all the playmaking and stuff. Yes, you can shoot, you can do everything else, so you're gonna be basically the facilitating for the player. And while these guys cannot shoot, Clint Capella, DeAndre Ayton, they don't shoot really good, but this is a player that can really shoot. You can do everything with this player. So these are the best build in the game. I show you the build, I explain them to you. You can go ahead and make any of this build that you want. This your boy Hefe, and I'm out.